Hello everyone and welcome back to E2E. Now today, as you can see, we are starting on the main menu because I have been informed that I need to record when I log in, which leads me to believe that I have been pranked. Oh boy, this is going to be exciting. I'm a bit worried about this, I'm not going to lie, so depending on the prank that's been done, assuming that's what it is, we may have to cancel plans for this episode and do a little bit of revenge. Anyways, let's get logged in. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so I logged in at Denied Goblin's base, so we're good. I think I was helping him make an ore processor. No, I was helping him make a power generator. All I have to do now is warp home with my Oscogloss tool here. Oh boy! Okay, I don't see anything on the map. I don't see anything at all, actually. Okay, we're doing good so far. Basement? Basement's good. I just dropped my laser gun on the floor. That's probably not a good thing. Looking just fine. Those wires are supposed to be there because that's how I'm getting power from here, which is full, by the way. I can definitely increase the power draw of some of my machines, but that was the original plan for this episode anyway. I was going to look into upgrading my mechanism machines, but... I think this might be it. I'm going to go fly around before I open that, and I'm also going to move my drives out of there just in case something weird happens. So we're looking just fine over here. I'm just making sure, you know, before I open that chest. It's got me a little worried. Guess we can take the road because it's going to be faster, huh?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All good over here in the lumber yard. Looks like the trees have stopped because we ran out of fertilizer, but that's fine. I don't really need the wood at the moment because I think I'm capped. Yep, it's getting voided, so we don't really need to have any more fertilizer. But yeah, by the way, we have a lot of planks. Okay, and now Woodstock has also just hit me with an angry face, and I'm getting a bit worried, dude. Is this like a gang up? What is going on? Nothing. Okay, yeah, that's concerning. What is that? Oh, no. Casino? Built a casino? Okay, well, let's go gambling!
Let's go gambling!
Oh, this is scary, dude. I don't want to... hold on, let's go investigate what we're dealing with here. Okay, so it's a really big building. Okay. Oh god, okay, it's... see, I'm apprehensive to press these buttons. Because if something blows up, that's gonna be bad. Oh god, I don't know. There's no instructions. I bet the instructions are in that chest. Let's go look at that. Missing something from Woodstock. Okay, there's two going on. Okay, there's two pranks happening at the same time. Oh god, do we go gambling or do we go on a treasure hunt? You know what? Let's go gambling. I mean, I did announce that I was going to be off the server for a few days, so I mean, I fully expected to get pranked, but... Alright, here we go. Is there anything in here? Is it just, Oh, alright. Let's think about this before we do anything. So, we have the west, the east, and the center. If I've ever seen a riddle, west is the best. So let's click on this one. Oh! 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 Oh boy, I got 3 diamonds! Let's go, dude. Okay, so that was from that. How about east? Now, normally east is the beast, so let's go for the center. I got nothing. I hate gambling. Okay. How about the left? East is the beast. Nothing yet. So can I just like do this permanently? I got 2 diamonds that time. Okay, I got nothing again. Not. Come on, man. Nothing again? Dude, okay, you know what? East is definitely the button to press, because all these other ones are garbage. Nothing? Dude. Oh. Hey, I got another diamond. Middle again. Nothing. Nothing? Huh? Ooh. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, I got 4 that time. Casino gaming. Okay. You know what? All things considered, that's a pretty good prank. Now I want to look at the redstone because I'm curious how he did this. Oh my god, dude. What the... Okay. Oh my god. There's a lot of winnings to be had in here. I'm not really sure what these do, but I bet it's randomized if it actually makes it down here. There is a pulse extender here, which I'm not really sure what that does, but I think it's basically just a random chance to actually get what you want. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to be spending the rest of my day gambling, so... Oh boy! I think I broke it. Well, you know what they say, gambling addiction leads to broken redstone. Okay, well, let this be a lesson to you all. Gambling is bad because you'll end up breaking the machine, and now you won't be able to get any rewards from it. I think we're going to leave the casino here. I managed to get a total of 21 diamonds and spent, we don't want to talk about it. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there for now. Eventually, I think I'm either going to move it or I'm going to move the guts of it into a different building because I do have something planned for this place. But hey, you know what? That's a pretty good prank. Okay, and now let's go read the Woodstock book titled Missing Something. You're missing something very important. It's closer than you think, but far at the same time. It might be underground, outside, or up in the sky. Good luck in finding me. If you need help, ask for a hint. Oh, great. I'm missing something important. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Aha, I see. I think I see the problem. I'm missing some of my 64K ME storage cells. Okay, and now I have to find them. Oh boy, okay. Let me read this book again. There might be a hint in here. Closer than you think, but far at the same time. It might be underground, outside underground, or up in the sky. Good luck in finding me. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's my discs. Closer than you think, but far at the same time. Makes me think that it's somewhere in my base or around it. Let me check on top of things. Ha-ha! There they are. I knew it, dude. Closer than you think, but quite far. That just screams tall tower, you know? Boom, baby. All right, that wasn't too difficult. He very well could have hidden them in a very obscure place, but, you know, up on the skyscraper, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, that riddle really did help. Bump, 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 and we are back in business with everything. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place a chest over here. This is the revenge chest. We may be starting a prank war, but I'm for it. The original plan for this episode was we were going to build the NuclearCraft building, which is going to be a nuclear power plant, and then we were going to complete the quest tree. But since we got pranked, the only way to get back at people for pranking you is to prank them back. So I think that we are going to go design 2 pranks, one for Potato Master and one for Woodstock. And then I think we should also go ahead and just get the quest tree done for NuclearCraft. I know last episode we said we weren't going to be able to do it, but truth be told, there's not that many things here. Elite plating, the only hard part is this crystal binder. And the only hard part about that is the rhodochrosite, which we just need a rock crusher, and I believe we also need a rock crusher to make zirconium, which we use to upgrade our mechanism machines. So that would be very good if we just went ahead and did that. And a rock crusher is from NuclearCraft as well. It wasn't in the quest tree originally, I don't think. So all we need to do is we need to make those DU plating and the fusion thing, which is somewhere. There you are, fusion core. We need the elite plates. We don't even need the DU plates. Or no, wait. No, we do need the elite plates. I'm going crazy. Okay, we need dioboride solenoids, which is just tough alloy. That's easy enough. And then we need a machine chassis, which is also pretty simple. And chemical reactors, which I think we have some of. You know, we could make this. Yeah, all we need is the elite plating and then the crushed rhodocite. Ruby, I think, is going to be hard, but it looks like we can just sieve compressed endstone gravel. So we can go ahead and do that. That shouldn't be too hard of a crafting tree. Calcium sulfate, we have to crystallize that solution. It might be a little hard. Okay, but we can do it. We can do it. I think that's going to be the new plan. We're going to go do 2 pranks. We're going to get Potato Master back. We're going to get Woodstock back. And then we're going to finish out the quest tree. And then next episode, we can build the NuclearCraft building. And then we can work our way up to getting Californium-250, which is the isotope that we need to make the RTGs. There you go. Californium-250, graphite and advanced plating makes the best RTG from NuclearCraft, producing 750 RF per tick constantly. Very nice. And those are going to be very useful for future buildings. What are we going to do for these pranks? Well, since Potato Master built a casino, I think we are going to do a very high-stakes gambling thing. I don't know how that's going to look. I have a feeling I'm going to be using some of this stuff. And then for Woodstock, I think we should just do like a treasure hunt slash kind of exploration thing. I don't know. That's a work in progress, but I think I have an idea for what we're going to do to Potato Master. So why don't we go ahead and go over to a creative testing world to make sure that I'm not going to actually blow something up. We need to make sure that it's contained, but there's actually still something to lose, you know? Alrighty, loaded up the good old creative mode testing world, and I have figured out what I want to do against Potato Master. So after a little bit of discussion, thinking, a little bit of brainstorming, you know how it is, I have decided that I'm going to drop a nuclear bomb straight into the middle of his base. And I'm going to do that via a fighter escort and a bomber. So I have to build a bomber plane and fighter jets. I'm going to copy paste them in above his base. We're going to drop down a nuclear bomb straight onto the center, probably right next to his house. I think that'd be a good idea. A little bit of ways away though. So just in case it does blow up, it won't blow up anything dangerous. And then the whole prank part of that is that there's going to be a book on the bomb that is instructions on how to defuse it. And it's going to be very complicated instructions, like putting certain redstone signals into the side of it on multiple different places, and then an activation button. And then the prank part about this is, even if he gets it perfectly correct, the activation button is just going to blow the bomb up anyway. But I've done a little bit of testing, as you can see on the map over here. The nukes in this mod can be controlled in their power. So normally you put, let's say, a stack of plutonium from NuclearCraft and a stack of industrial TNT, and that will make a huge crater. I don't know if you can see it on the journey map, but like you can see the kind of the circle around this 100 by 100 stone foundation that I built. Here's another one. I think this is the max size as well. I'm not really sure, but yeah, they are large. So we need to be very careful with these things, but you can also put in less materials. So if you were to put in, let's say, a piece of uranium-238, and one piece of industrial TNT, it's not going to blow up that bad. So let me just grab a lever here and we can demonstrate that. If it would go off, geez. These do take a while. There you go. Now, of course, it sounds very violent, but it's not. As you can see, it only did about a 5x5 area, and that's the whole idea for the prank. All right, so basically, I'm just going to time-lapse myself building the jets and the actual nuke. I'm not going to put too many mechanisms inside the actual nuke. Basically, all of the redstone signals going into the certain blocks, they're not going to do anything, and that should be it. I also am not very good at building fighter jets, so I have looked up some designs, and I'm going to kind of copy them, kind of make them my own, so it's going to be a bit of a process, you know. So start the time-lapse. No idea how that's going to look, but let's build some fighter jets. Alrighty, so after staring at it for a little bit, here we are. We are done. This is the bomber. It is based off the F-117 Nighthawk, and I did follow a tutorial on it for the most part. I added some things here and there, like the little additions and kind of my own war logo and a little bit of the cloud blocks behind here to make it look like it's moving. I will be linking the video I use in the description if you do want to check it out and build this for yourself. All we need to do now is build the fighter escort and the actual bomb. So let's go build the escorts now. Alrighty, there we go. Here is the fighter jet. Looking pretty good. I did base this design off of a post on Planet Minecraft. It's from a long time ago, and I just looked at it and kind of built it something similar, but also made it my own. So here we go, fighter jets. So basically what we're going to do, I think we're going to have one of these, maybe two, like one on each side and then one behind it, and then we will have the bomb being dropped. I'm going to open up like a hatch on the bottom here. I'm going to do that on the server though, and then I'll also put the nuke down there. Okay, so the nuke, like, actual building isn't going to be that complicated, so I think I'll just go build that on the server. We can wire it up as well. Hopefully I don't accidentally blow it up. We are also going to have to make a nuke. It gets rather expensive. We need a advanced machine casing. We can make those, but we need neutron deflectors, which are made with copper plates, and neutron deflectors, which we need pulverized coal, copper plate, and pulverized tin. So basically we're going to need a lot of tin and a lot of coal. I should have enough, but if we don't, we know where to get some. Then we can build that. We're also going to need to get our hands on uranium-238 from NuclearCraft. The NuclearCraft stuff does not work. So we are going to have to build a thermal centrifuge. I have no idea how we're going to do this, so we're going to look into that later. Why don't we get this all built up first, though? Because I am going to be building this thing entirely out of building paste, because it's made out of Fluix blocks and obsidian, and that sounds like pain. So why don't we just go get these pasted in where they're supposed to be, and then we'll get started on everything else. Alrighty, so I went ahead and gathered up all the building paste we need. We got about 5,000. I think we need about 4,500, so we got just enough. I also went ahead and gathered some green alabaster bricks and some nuclear banners. I was originally going to try to make like a nuclear symbol, but all of the symbols that I tried didn't work, and chisels and bits would take too long, so we're just going to use these banners. We need to make the actual nuke. So why don't we just do that? So what do we actually need for this? We need 6 thick neutron deflectors, which means we need 24 neutron deflectors, which means we need that 24 times. So why don't we just make a pattern for it? 24 of them, bam, and boom. There's our nuke. Okay, now I need to be very careful with this because this is dangerous. Ugh, yeah, okay. All right, next up we need industrial TNT, which is just TNT and flint. I somehow have TNT. Where did I even get that from? I don't know, but we only need one piece, so we can put the rest back in there. And now we need U-238, which means we need a thermal centrifuge. Let's just go ahead and make that. It shouldn't be too bad. We need a mining laser. That's just going to be annoying more than anything. Energy crystal. We're going to need some energium dust, which means we need crushed diamonds. We need an advanced circuit, which means we need a basic one. There we go. Okay, mining laser done. Except we need some coils. We don't have those wires. We need another advanced machine casing, which means we need to go through that whole coal thing. Bam, and now we should be able to make this electric motor, which means we also need 2 new coils. Good thing I made those wires. All right, made our advanced machine casings. Now all I have to do is do this thermal centrifuge. Now powering this is going to be weird because it's a tier 2. I don't know if it's going to blow up, and honestly, I'm not going to risk it either. Let's just make some mechanism cables, because you can run mechanism power cables directly into these. All right, we're just going to use the basic one, basic universal cable. We need electrical steel, which we have, and then we need to do the really complicated recipe of the redstone iron wiring. Wireless RF heating coil, which we can get with iron bars in our little thing over there. Yep. Okay, so we got that. Now, hopefully the other part isn't difficult, although it said actually addition, so I'm getting a bit worried. We're going to have to... Okay, the hardest part here is Nori crystals, which you need an atomic reconstructor, so how annoying is that to make? Okay, well maybe this isn't so bad. Actually, do we have Nori crystals? Let me find out. We have 9. Okay, that's enough, I think. It is, yep. Okay, so what was the other thing that we needed? Impregnated sticks. Okay, luckily for me, I was just kind of making seed oil, like on the fly, because, you know, seed oil is annoying. So I think I just went ahead and made a whole bunch. Oh yeah, you can see it all in there right now. Perfect. Okay, so we just need to put some into there. So we need to grab our dropper, put it in there. I think that's like an entire bucket worth. Yep, it is. And we are already making the sticks. All right, 12 impregnated sticks. That was simple enough. All right, we should be able to make 1, 2, 3. Is that enough? I think so. Bam. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god, that was where did I have more of those apparently? Or do they not get consumed when using crafting? Oh, sweet. Okay, so you basically only need the basic coils. Oh, okay, that's not nearly as bad as I thought. Basic universal cables. Okay, I'm just gonna go find a source of power nearby. I don't really care where it is. How about right here? Sure thing. Those should connect, yep, and we can place that right there. That should be fine, and now we need to get U-238, which we get from just dumping crushed uranium ore, which we can macerate uranium ore, okay? And there we go, 2 crushed uranium ore. Now we throw that into the machine that we just made. I hope it doesn't blow up because it is next to some valuable stuff. I would assume not, though. Is this working? I can't really tell. Oh, it's heating up. Okay, it looks like it just has to heat up. Okay, well, that's extremely annoying. So in the meantime, why don't we just take a think about how we're going to make this? I would like to make it look like it would blow up if you tried to tamper with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... I have observers already. Let's grab some redstone. I think that should be good. And if not, we can always just come back and make some more stuff. Okay, please hurry up. Oh, right. Yeah, this is going to be radioactive, isn't it? Yeah, let's make a hazmat suit first. Oh, maybe I'll just, like, die of radiation. Bam. Screw it. Oh, the quantum suit is radiation proof, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, never mind then. I don't need a hazmat suit. Let's go, dude. Let's go build a bomb and put in the planes. Alrighty, here we are at Potato Master's base. Now we got to figure out exactly where to put this. I think putting it right here... Maybe like here, this would be the best, because it's far enough away from everything that even if it does blow up, and it will, it won't blow anything up. So I'm thinking, let's just lay out a marker block there, and then what we want to do is we want to put the planes in so we can still see them from his house. Anchor this. Okay, so how does that look? Just want to make sure that when he looks out of his back door, he sees a giant fleet of planes, you know? Alright, that looks good. Maybe if we move it more to the left still. Perfect. That looks perfect. Okay, so we can, since we have the paste that we need, 1493, we can just go ahead and right-click. Boom! Alright, now let's go remove these extra blocks here. Look at that, dude. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go put in the fighter jets as well. How's that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright. And boom. Perfect. All right, so now we go over here and we do the same thing. I kind of want to get myself lined up with the tail end of the contrail. Put it right about here. Go ahead and paste. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and remove these markers. I got to make sure that I removed all the markers. And there we have it. So now let's go pretend we're Potato Master. Ah, look at me logging in. I have been gone for 2 weeks. Here we go. Oh dear. Very interesting. I don't know why they are unrendering. It's the clouds. Okay. Might have to have him turn off clouds. Let me see if that helps. That absolutely does help. Okay. There we go. Much better. So now we actually want to get this bomb lined up with the plane. I think even we can put it right here and it would still be perfectly fine because I did put them a little lower than I thought I would. Okay, perfect. Let's just check real quick after we turn the clouds off. Oh, look at me. I'm Potato Master. Yeah, perfect. Okay, this is going to look great. Alrighty, so now all we have to do is build a nuke and prime it. Priming it's going to be very scary because I don't want to accidentally blow it up because this thing was a little bit expensive. So, yeah, let me just make this real quick. Alrighty, so I went ahead and built a nuke. As you can see, it's right there. Kind of looks like a pineapple if you look at it, but I don't know how to build a nuke, dude. It's fine. Anyways, the actual block is going to go right there, and the observers that I've placed there definitely make it seem like if you try to break in, it's going to blow up. So I went ahead and got a piece of TNT here. We're going to use it as kind of like the testing. So let's just go ahead and get all this set up. So basically we want to put a block there with a redstone torch on it. Okay, so that's now off. So if we put our piece of testing TNT in there, theoretically, if I broke this, we want this to turn off. Okay, and we can break this because I made it look more round. Basically, we need to send a repeater signal into this. That's what we need to do. I don't know how we're going to do that, though, because I don't think that... Oh, that does work. Oh!
It's rewind time.
That did work. So if we put a piece of redstone here... Oh, God.
It's rewind time.
Would that work? I need to activate this observer and I don't want to break the glass. So let me I really should put my Silk Touch pickaxe in here. That would be smart. Why don't I just do that? All right, Silk Touch has been acquired. So now theoretically, if we tamper with the system, that did not work. Interesting. What if I take a repeater out from there? Okay, that would work. And then we do, oh my God. There we go. That should work, right? Except it didn't? Why didn't that work? It wasn't fast enough. Because it's a 1-tick delay. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that worked. I just made the repeater delay faster.
It's rewind time.
So now, theoretically... Yep, okay, that still works. So now this is tamper-proof. We just need to repeat this on each side here. You know, another thing that I keep forgetting, I have made all of these tools specifically so I could set teleport points. So why don't I just, like, set a teleport point here so I can quickly warp back after I forget everything every 7 seconds. Okay, there we go. Now, theoretically, breaking any of these blocks will activate this. I think, let me just test with one of these ones in the back here. Yep, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. There we go. That is all primed and ready. I could also put another configuration on the top here, but honestly, I think he sees these and he's going to understand. So what we could just do is this, and then not actually hook them up, because this is not going to matter. I'm going to tell him just don't tamper with the machine because it'll blow up. I'll say that in the book. Okay, this is perfect. Think about this now. We want to make sure that all of this is hidden. So we want to put in corners like this, and then on the top here, fill it in like that. Okay. Yep, and then eventually the TNT will be in right there, and that's the only way that you can actually see it. Okay, this is perfect. So now all we need to do is install the TNT, write the book up, put in the pressure points. I need to make sure that these points that I put things into don't actually activate anything. Right here would be fine, because if I power the block that's like here, nothing's going to happen to it. But I need to make sure that I don't put it like here. Okay, let me just tear down the entire building while I find a place that I can't put it. Like, I couldn't put it here because then it would like actually prime the system. So I think I'm gonna have like 9 points. So there's all the 9 pressure points, so to speak. He needs to input a certain amount of redstone signal into each of those and then press the disarm button, which is going to go conveniently right here. That's the disarm button. Let me go make a button here real quick, and I'll write up the book, and I will see you when that is done. Alrighty, fellas, it is now live. Everything is ready to go. And Woodstock considered pressing the button. Okay, anyways, yeah, don't press the button. It's live. It will blow up if you remove the glass. Yeah, or you press the button. Okay, so basically, added these little flags here. I wrote the instruction manual, and we're good to go. So let me just show you what it says in here. Greetings, prankster. If you are reading this message, you are very lucky, as the sentient nuke has decided to let you live. For now. You'll find 8 pressure points on the bomb. Sending specific signal strengths of redstone into each will disarm the nuke, allowing it to be safely disassembled. Do not tamper with it. It will detonate if any blocks are removed. Instructions on the strengths of each pressure points are written in the next pages. Good luck, you will need it. And I just put random signal strengths on each of these sides here. I made the instructions more ambiguous the further you get into it, just to make it a little bit more stressful. After all signal strengths are inputted at each pressure point, locate the disarm button on the south side, then proceed to follow the next steps on the next page. Pray again, announce to the world that gambling is bad, question your life decisions, and press the button. That'll teach him not to gamble. I'd say that prank is successful. Now, since this took basically the entire episode, I think we are going to hold off on pranking Woodstock. We're going to wait until he's not on the server, considering he's on right now, and then we'll send him on a wild goose chase somewhere. So I think instead now, let's just like work on finishing the NuclearCraft quest tree here. We can go ahead and get the fusion core, the elite plating, and whatever the fusion fuels are, and then we are going to probably do a couple things around the base that need to be done. We need to upgrade the mechanism machines, which I think we can do, because once we get the advanced installer, we need the zirconium to get the fusion casing, I think, so we can use this to make the advanced tier installers. And then we could also maybe look into getting the empowerer, because it doesn't look like it's that difficult to make. Battery's cheap. I have a Restonia crystal. The display stands are easy to make. You just need an advanced coil. We've made those before. Maybe we'll do that, maybe we won't, but let's just go get the fusion casing done now. Ah ha ha ha! Alright, well, I was just about to start recording and start working on the fusion casing, but then realized Woodstock wasn't logged into the server, so I flew over to his base, thinking about what I should do for a prank. And then he logged in right as I was standing there. We need to make a rock crusher. That I know, because this is what we used to get zirconium. So why don't we just go ahead and make this, and there's our rock crusher. Beautiful. Rolling stones, because that is what we're going to be doing. Okay, power that sucker up. I could get some upgrades. I might as well. All right, and now we need to get zirconium. So to get zirconium ingots, we need to get zirconium dust, I think. And you get that from crushing diorite. Okay, so we need diorite. Diorite. I'm just going to throw in a stack. I don't think I'm going to need that much. There we go. And that should get crushed up, and it does look like it's a chance of happening, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, output 0 to 1, mean of 0.4. Okay, but Once we get up to 4, I think that's how many we need. There we go. Let's go throw these in the smeltery here. And there's our zirconium ingot. Magnesium dioboride solenoid. We need 2 of those, which means we need magnesium dioboride alloy, which means we need magnesium and boron. Slap this in there. Dioboride. Okay, sweet. We make those solenoids now. Alright, so there is the magnesium dioboride solenoids, and I only need 2 of them. We need elite plating, which is why we got the zirconium, which means we need DU plating, though. So we are going to need to get some more 238. Machine chassis. I don't know if we had any of those. Elite plating. Can't make that just yet, so we need to make DU plating, which we have. There we go. And now we need to make the elite plating, which means we need to make the crystal binder, which is magnesium dust, calcium sulfate, pulverized obsidian, and rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite, I think, is the one that I need. Oh, we need to do more rock crusher stuff. Okay, so what do we need there? Granite? Granite. Let's just put a stack in there. Now we need calcium sulfate, I think. How do you get that? Calcium sulfate solution, which you make... Oh, dear God. Okay. Yep, this is going to be a bit interesting. We need fluorite water, which we just did. So where's our fluid enricher? I would assume we have one, right? There we go, fluid enricher. Okay, sweet. Why am I getting the achievements for these now? I've literally done this before. Crushed fluorite and water. Okay, I need a bucket. Dump. Dump. And there's our fluorite water. In the chemical reactor, we need that fluorite water and a bucket of sulfuric acid. Where's my chemical reactor? I know I have one. We can pick this up. We can put this down. Okay, so this needs to go in there. So that's good. Now we need to figure out how to get sulfuric acid. Okay, that's the mechanism kind. Is there like a NuclearCraft kind that I can use? There is. How do you get this? Chemical reactor, water, and sulfur trioxide. Oh boy. Yep, I knew we were going to need to do this. Basically what this is doing, I believe this is the tier 4 or the tier 5 ore duplicator from mechanism. Purification chamber is 1 to 3. Chemical injection with HCl is 1 to 4. And dissolution is where you need the sulfuric acid. So we're going to need to make a bunch of mechanism machines for this. We need water vapor and sulfur trioxide. Water vapor is easy. You just need a decondensator. Okay, sulfur trioxide is sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Oxygen's easy. Sulfur dioxide, you put in a chemical oxidizer of sulfur. Okay, now can we actually make that? Chemical oxidizer. Yep. Okay. I figured we would need to make these with an empowerer. Honestly, let's just do it. I've been putting off making the empowerer for so long because it's from Actually Editions. Let's just do it. Empowerer. We have the Rustonia crystal. Double battery. We need a single battery, which means we need more Inori crystals, which means we need an atomic reconstructor, which we almost have everything for. Atomic reconstructor. Bam! Do we get a quest reward for that? We do not, because we need to accept it. Basically, welcome to Actually Editions. It's a tier 2 tech mod, offers a wide variety of blocks and gadgets. You will need to get your hands on Inori crystals as they are part of the progression towards thermal expansion. Oh, and that gave me the manual, which is convenient. Okay. Now, we should have gotten a whole bunch of these done because we've done about a bunch of this stuff. We have the Reconstructor. We have the Inori crystals because we got them from a Dragon Den. We got worms. We stole a ball of fur from Woodstock. And we got a farmer from a quest reward. I don't know how this works. Ah! Hey! It's fine. You know what? Everything is fine. Don't ask questions. It's gonna be okay. We needed Inori crystals. That's what we needed. And I believe that's just iron and you put it in the laser and it works. Yeah. Let me take off my magnet ring real quick. Okay. Yep. That's how it's done. Okay. Glad I waited until episode 20 to make this. I could have advanced machines literally yesterday, but now we need display stands. Oh, God. Okay, so 4 blocks of quartz. No, we're going to need 4 of these, I think. So we're going to need 12 blocks of quartz and 12 blocks of chiseled quartz. We should just be able to dump these into the laser fire. Yep, there we go. And there we go. Okay, display stands are done. We need 5 of these because we actually need the stands to display, right? Why is it green? And there's our crafting display stand. So now we should be able to make that. All we are missing is the double battery, which we should be able to make. We need more Inori crystals. And there we go. Empowerer. Oh, that unlocked a whole bunch of things because I've apparently made all of this. Okay. Crafting mechanic. You need to place a display stand with 2 blocks in between them and then the empowerer in all 4 cardinal directions. The display stand requires power from the empowerer to function. Each display stand needs an ingredient, and the power takes one as well. Crafting process automatically begins if 4 ingredients are in the correct slots. Okay, cool. And these ones I've probably gotten from Dragon Den, so I'm just going to go claim all this. I'll learn how to make these later. It is not actually additions time. It is mechanism and nuclearcraft time. Okay, so now let's go figure out how we're going to plug this in. So I think I'm just going to put it over here for now. 2, boom, 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. Now we need to power it. The reason we made this is we want to make ultimate control circuits. So we need atomic alloy and the elite stuff. So let's just do mechanism. Okay, so now hopefully I could theoretically just do that, and that looks like it's working. Oh, let's go, dude. Does this need to be empowered as well? Oh, no, it's just done. Okay, it just takes a long time. Great, okay, well, we're going to be here a while, so I'm just going to start making these on the side. Alrighty, so we got 4 of them built up. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make the stuff that we need, so we can get rid of those 2. We need sulfur dioxide first. The easiest way to do that is going to be the chemical oxidizer, which requires a personal chest. Okay, personal chest. We need an ultimate fluid tank. Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and mass craft a bunch of these mechanism things because we are going to need them for this. Basic fluid tank, advanced fluid tank, elite fluid tank, and then ultimate fluid tank. We just used all 4 of those control circuits that I just made, although I did set it up in a little automation system with hoppers, so we have some more. There we go, chemical oxidizer. Okay, so now how much sulfur dioxide do you get for 1 piece? You get 100, so I need 10 pieces of that. That is going to take a little bit. We could get some upgrades, but honestly, I don't care. Okay, so sulfur dioxide. We need a chemical infuser now, which is not a chemical oxidizer. Oh, great, we need more stuff. Okay, I don't know. Infused diamond, dimensional shards. Do we have those? I feel like I've seen them before. I don't. Great. How do you get these? Oh no! How do you acquire this? Maybe we can make the dust somehow. Aha! There we go. Rock crusher. We need dead rock? What is dead rock? And the Twilight Forest. Oh, it's just a rock. Oh, okay. Let's just go to the Twilight Forest. I think Rolly has a portal, so I'm going to go ahead and use his portal. Alright, here we are. Now, how do you find dead rock? Right, yeah, I forget. My angel ring doesn't actually work here. So I have to walk? And I can't step in that because it'll kill me. Okay, that's not it. I don't know where to find this. Alright, I did figure it out. It is in a different biome, so we need to go find the Thornlands, whatever that means. Ooh, is that it? That looks like a... Okay, I really don't know what's going on here. Cracked dead rock. Here we go. This is what I need. And it mines extremely slowly, so I'm just going to vein mine it. There we go, and let's get out of here. Crush those rocks. That'll get us dimensional shard dust, which then we can put in an enrichment chamber to get the dimensional shards, which then we need... Whew. Okay, we're using 100,000 KRF. Okay, this takes way more power than I thought. Oh my god. There is our infused diamond. I think we can actually make this now. Yes, we can. Chemical infuser. Sweet. Put the infuser down. So now, chemical infuser, sulfur trioxide. We need oxygen. How do you put it in there? There we go. Sulfur dioxide. I'm going to go over to my mechanism factory and just grab it from one of the electrolytic separators. And we can put that on this side. And there we go, sulfur trioxide. Alrighty, so let's grab the oxygen out of here and just dump it into the atmosphere because we don't need it. And then we can take this out through here. There is our sulfur trioxide. Now, the sulfur trioxide is used to make the sulfuric acid, which we can do in a chemical reactor. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Liquid. Okay, we need sulfur trioxide, which we have. And we just need a bucket of water. That's going to be a lot easier than making water vapor. Maybe I can't, because it has to be the NuclearCraft sulfur. Oh, no. Oh, it has to be a liquid. So we need a condensator. Oh, great. Okay, well, let me make one of them. There we go. We turn this into a liquid. All right, so liquid sulfur trioxide. Okay, and that should make us up 1 bucket of sulfuric acid. Sweet. Fluoride water and sulfuric acid makes calcium sulfate solution, which then we can put in a crystallizer and get 1 of those. So I needed to make 4. So we need a crystallizer. I think I have one. Breaking Bad. Oh, great. Okay. Dump that in there. Crystallize it. And we have 1 piece. We need another one. I get to go run through that entire process a second time. Hooray! And there's our second piece. Oh my god, that took forever. Okay, I don't think we're going to need any more than this because we now need to make elite plating, crystal binder, bam. What are we missing? We're missing something again? What now? Magnesium dust. Oh, that's easy. Boom, boom. Crystal binder. God, okay. So now we need DU plating, which I believe we made. We did. Okay, DU plating and elite plating. Oh, we need 4, which means we need 6 more calcium sulfate. Hey, but at least we got a quest completed. NuclearCraft, yay, elite plating. It's used in recipes. You don't say. You don't say. Fusion reactor is a large multi-block generator capable of generating massive amounts of power. It's a pretty complicated structure, so I highly advise you watch a spotlight video. You will need the neutron fluid it produces as a byproduct for the creative tank. Good to know. Okay, so we need to make a fusion core. Fusion core, which means that we were working on this anyway, which means we need to get 12 more crystal binder, which means we need 6 more calcium sulfate. I've literally turned into Walter White. I have made a drug lab in my basement. And there we go. Oh my god, what a process, dude. Literally baking drugs down here. That's crazy. All we need to do now is we need to make more of this stuff. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Boom. Now we make the elite plating. Boom, boom. Oh my god. It's finally done. Fusion core, what are we missing? We are missing 2 chemical reactors, which is just a crafting recipe. That's not too bad. And there we go. Oh my god. Fusion core. Jeez. Okay, claim that. Fusion fuels. I need a bucket of deuterium. There are 28 possible fusion fuel combinations with varying duration, power, and heat generation. For the full list, see here. We need to get a bucket of deuterium, which means we need to get deuterium, which means we need an electrolyzer. That seems pretty simple, and I bet I have one. I do. Would you look at that? All right, well, we can set up the electrolyzer next to the drug lab, I suppose, and we need to put water in there, right? And then that'll make deuterium, I would assume. I don't know how much water I'm going to have to shove in there, but it will probably end up being a lot. Okay, yep. It's going to be a lot. So 20 buckets of water, and there's our deuterium. We can grab that with a bucket. Boom! Quest completed, fusion fuels. Claim that, and that's it. NuclearCraft quest tree is completed. Okay, now that was a process. Oh my god, dude. Now deuterium, I think this is gas. So if I place it, it'll probably evaporate. Yeah, that was not very good thinking on my part there. Oh my god. It is done. I can't actually believe it. Well, I say it's done. It really isn't. We still need to do some NuclearCraft stuff. We need to build a fusion reactor. That's not going to happen for a while. I'm going to build that a bit later. I need to build a building for NuclearCraft so I can store all these weird looking machines. And I'm going to need to get some RTGs because RTGs are amazing. So I'm thinking we'll just go straight for the Californium RTG because we also need it to make the creative capacitor bank, which is creative power, basically infinite power in a single block. We need to get these Californium RTG. Now, if you know anything about NuclearCraft, this is a process. I've already planned this out because I knew this was going to be painful. So we need to make LEU-233 and LEU-235. Both of these contain the isotopes required to make HEP-241 oxide. I'm using all oxide fuels because we're going to need to power this building anyway. HEP-241 oxide to acquire HECM-247 oxide, which then we use to reprocess into HECF-249 oxide, which then, as you can see, you put this in a fission reactor. You reprocess the fuel. You get 32 pieces of 250. That is a huge process, and it's going to require a lot of space, a lot of fission reactors, and a lot of thinking. So that is what we're going to do next time. We are going to build a NuclearCraft building. It's going to look like a nuclear power plant because that just makes sense. Probably going to build it in the middle of the desert next to the military base that we're going to build later because there is no way that I make planes this big just for a prank. Nope, we're building a military base. I don't know when, but it's going to happen sometime. I think that's going to be it for this episode, though. I originally was going to get Woodstock back, but he has been online the entire time, and he caught me dumping hydrofluoric acid on his base. So I honestly think that's a pretty good prank, you know? It's good enough. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to go sit next to my totally not a drug lab and totally not make drugs in it. Goodbye.